Hey guys, welcome back to Grim Reaper for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Today we are going to do the last part of the Secret Rooms on hard. We've got 3 dungeons to do left on Doom Tower. It's going to be the last one, so it's going to be a dreaded 10, 11 and 12. Bit of a pain in the bum 12. The only one that's not going to be available for the free to play, but it's still worth watching anyway, just for general knowledge. And maybe you could build around the champions that we are using, who are also very deanable to collect, like Rantu and the guy from the Bazaar Shop. So let's get into it. If you're a doubt, we do not want to hold this up. Let's get into it. So here we are. This is the first team. This is going to be quite fairly easy to do. 3 of these are formal fusion champions, and also then we have Ninja, who was a login champion probably about a year ago now. So Trunda's the only one that is the pay to win champion, and she can be replaced with any DPS champion or any type of champion. End of the day, Hundig is in there with attack up, so he will do all the damage that's needed. So you could bring extra CC or anything like that. Nothing special needed there. So Yoshi's in here just because we can. Brogni's in a shield set because he can. Ninja's in here to do AoE free, so he's built for exactly for Sandevil. And then we got Mr. Hundig, who is an elite. Doesn't really give us anything, but hey ho, why not? Hundig is also built for damage, which is the same build which I use for Dark Fame. So let's show you the builds. There's no presets, let's just throw them in, let them do what they want. It's full auto, so it's fast and nothing really to worry about. We're going to start with the lead champion today, which is going to be Hundig. So we got a accuracy, critical damage, and accuracy and attack substat, and then we got attack with attack percentage. We got speed boots with speed substat and critical rate and attack. Then we got attack chest with speed and an accuracy and attack, because we do want good fairly accuracy. Critical damage, critical rate and attack substat, and again accuracy, critical damage, critical rate, speed and accuracy, and exactly the same here and here. The masteries are arena masteries focus, or generally any type of P versus E. So here we are, we've got Hound Smasher, etc. We do have this one just because of Dark Feint. So there we are. There is his masteries, looking lovely jubbly. Then we have Yoshi, who is a really old arena build, like crazy old. So this guy does a few special things, was meta for a long time. I just throw him in here. He's not really needed, if I'm honest. So he just done his thing, and uses his masteries as build. Nothing to it. It's that simple. Ninja, who is a Sandevil build, his masteries are Sandevil masteries. So we have Eagle Eye, etc. And then he is fully booked. So he's got a regeneration set and 1 accuracy. So we got speed with accuracy. We have HP with accuracy and defense substat. And then we have defense with HP and HP substat. Then at the top we have speed with accuracy and HP and defense. And again HP, defense and speed. And exactly same HP here. You can go defense if needed to be. Or if you don't want to, Sandel will just make him fast. The fastest with the high accuracy. So again, nothing special from Ninja. Trunda, extra DPS. So again, just build it fairly same with good critical rate, which is crit capped, critical damage, attack, and speed. So she gets enough turns. Nothing else really to worry about that. I wouldn't even worry about books because you really don't need books for her, and she's not exactly god tier as she used to be. These are our old arena masteries. As you can see, I've still got a free reset. So these are maybe not the best masteries, but they do the job, and we're not gonna worry about that afterwards. So there it is. There is the champions. I don't feel like I missed anyone. Oh, we got Brogni Underpriest. So Brogni Underpriest is the massive carry here, and who is a champion that is underrated, undervalued, and should really get way more playtime. So this is Brogni Underpriest. So all I'm looking for is good speed. It does bring block buffs for 2 turns, increase attack, and a massive shield which can't be stripped. And then I'm looking for good HP, so that's why it has AR, which is the blessing of Fallen of Wrath. Masteries, bolt work for him to soak up the damage. Again, these are old arena masteries, and I kind of just left into it. So what we got HP, and HP. Again, you could go in reaction if you wanted. We got HP, and HP. Then we got speed. Then we got speed and HP. And guess what? Speed and HP. It is that simple. There we are. Right. No, let's not say this any longer. Let's get into the other room and let's run that and see you guys enjoy the music, and we'll be back shortly to see the builds. Okay, so here we are. These are the champions. The only thing I do want to point out, Royal Guard is not worth putting in here. I was just being lazy, if I was honest. But either way, we have DPS, which is Dark Lane, free for everyone. We have Miscreated, who's been around for a very long time. Gorgorath is a reviver. Again, can be replaced with any reviver that you have. And then we have Hugo, who is one of my Hydra champions. War Guard is also one of my Hydra champions. My apologies for the yawn there. So let's go see this gear and let's see what's going on. So this room did take a little bit of long time to make and get through it, but it is what it is. So we've seen this Gorgorath many times. He is in a few broken sets. So I know what we're looking for is good HP, good speed, and good defense. They're the three stats that we really want. So I want him to revive and heal. So his defense and HP and speed everywhere basically. As you can see, I don't think he has any masteries. We'll go have a look in a second. And if he does, he doesn't really need them. So he has Arena masteries, which is timely intervention. We have our Hugo. So Hugo is a Hydra build. This is my Nightmare Hugo. She is fast. She is furious. She's got 1-piece reaction, 2-piece refresh, relentless, and an accuracy set. So she is fast, high accuracy. They're the two stats that are really critical to her build. And then good defense and HP as well. So she does bring that heal, which is fairly lovely. And then we have our star of the show, who is missing gear. So that's even better. That's what we would like to see. Half-built champions, clearing the content, all the hardest content in the game, and not having to worry about anything else. So there is a build. She's not even crit capped. Look at that. Stats, nothing special there, and we still clear it fairly easy. If anything, we could have probably done it a bit better. We do have a massive bolster set on Miscreated Monster, and just basically gives the team a bit of protection if their cooldowns are not being weared off and stuff like that. So we've got good speed, good HP, and that's what we're mainly worrying about. And then we want accuracy as well to land them stuns. Again, these masteries you could turn around and say, you know what, I'm going to take Evil Eye, because that's what I want him to do, is stun, or Fears of Presence to add an extra 5% chance to land that stun. So that is also worth pointing out. I'll show you the Royal Guard anyway. This is one of my probably one of my best builds on my account. He is normally a bit faster. He's normally about 240 speed, but we can go ahead and add the critical damage, because normally he is at just under 300 critical damage. So nothing special here. He's missing gear. Dark Lane's missing gear, so definitely could make this much better. You guys are not going to be able to build this Royal Guard most likely, but if you can, then it is what it is. So very easy room to complete. I think the next room's probably the hardest room this rotation, personally myself, and it was annoying. So just bear in mind, this team is not full free to play. We are using champions like Leo, but I will talk you through the strategy and what I'm thinking and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Let's see the clip of the run, and then we'll go over the gear and my suggestions. Alright, so here we are, we're at the last team. So as you can see, we have Basha, round 2, and this lovely gentleman who are all three. I pretty much like to think most people have a Basha available. But yeah, let's go over this team then. So my thinking here, obviously Hedgie is very OP here. This is a CC Hedgie. This is not a Nukin Hedgie. So I do recommend a CC Hedgie over a Nukin Hedgie. I did try out a Nukin Hedgie, but didn't really do much. So that's something to bear in mind. These champions have a lot of health. You can't just one-shot them unless they're probably empowered or something like that. Something a bit crazy going on with your account. So let me explain them with roles. Then we got Mirantu bringing a CC and an accuracy aura, which is very useful. And then we have Basha, who is going to put all their cooldowns on. He's like the mini warlord, but attack version. Thank God he's attack version, because I don't know if I would have done this without him. He is also in a stun set. We have Yaku, who is not booked. So unfortunately, if he's not booked on my account, this is good news for most of you. But I would like to see him booked out, because if he is booked out, I don't feel I would need the Hedgie and Leo, because you can rotate this. This was done on manual, had no other choice, and just had to rotate the turns through. So this will give you a 3-turn cooldown. This will be on a 4-turn cooldown, so it'll be much better, and then have a higher chance of this as well. So then cooldowns would be huge. We have the Hedgie, who is the AoE master. We'll do a lockout, etc., and also bring a decreased attack, which would be huge. And then we have Leo, who is basically the DPS of this show, but he also brings CC and an AoE weaken and a single defense as well. So Leo is huge for his room and really gives everyone an easy life. He also has an unkillable, and he has 2 AoEs to pack some damage as well. So if you wanted, they're on quite a low cooldown to most nukers. So I think that Leo you could even put in a stun set if you wanted a bit more CC. There is other options as well. You can also bring in Samuel. I did try to get Samuel to work, but I think with Yakun not being able to be full CC, it just didn't kind of click together. I think it would have just took me ages to do. You do have Faceless, who can ignore 100% defense, and you have champions like Skull Crown as well, who can be quite good in the stun set. So there is plenty of champions probably to use from. You guys have probably got legendaries that I don't have. We have lots and lots of people in SP who have good. So we have Vlad here as well, who has a lot of turn meter mastery. We have Mirantu in here, and we've got quite a few Gurgos as well. So Gurgo would be huge. And we also actually have a Void Epic down the bottom, who I didn't have. I didn't really think about using him, if I'm honest. I don't know what he brings, but fair enough. You know, if he works, right? Alright, so let's get into the gear, and I will start munching on and dragging out this video any longer than it needs to be. So Mirantu is basically arena build that we used to use a long time ago. All these champions are very glass cannon, so they don't have good HP, they don't have good defense. So whatever you can get is just a bonus. So on this build, we've got good speed, good accuracy, and you could build some critical rate and critical damage into him if you wanted as well. Generally, his A2 is the star of the show, because he does bring a defense down and a weaken on this on singly, and then puts True Fear. Bearing in mind, True Fear is not the best CC in the world, and it can be quite frustrating. So that's why we brought other CC champions. I thought Mirantu would be enough. He wasn't. But Yaku, I feel, is the MPV of this room, because what he does and what you see in the clip, he just dominates, right? We got refresh. If you can bring in a ton of refresh, easy life, and makes it a bit more better if you don't want to book this champion for a secret room. Saying that, he is quite good in Fire Knight as well. This is why we also use accuracy lead and stuff like that. No masteries, no bucks. That's what we want to hear, right? We also have the other champions, who is Leo. So Leo is fully booked, has got masteries, and again, no no accuracy really, but he did land True Fear quite a lot, and he did land Fear quite a lot. So that's something to bear in mind, which was quite useful. So we just basically have attack and critical damage everywhere. Not the best of builds. I don't really use him in arena other than my speed team, or possibly use one defense. So the gear on him is really not that strong. It's not one of my strongest savage sets. It's quite weak. So it's pretty weak source, as we say. Probably does need it oiling a little bit, but again, I don't really use him that much. That's why he has the gear that he does. And then let me just check the other two. Sorry. Oh, we have the Hedgie and Basha. So let's just check out Basha. I did showcase him the other day. Again, I used Basha in another room. I can't remember which one it was, but I will ping all the videos around here anyway of the secret room going 1 to 3. Also 4 to 7. Sorry, 4 to 6, and then 7 to 9. So we have broken down the rooms in 4 categories, and this is the last one. So again, this is what it is. This doesn't make sense as a build, but it works, and I'm not going to worry about it. And then Hedgie is in a Provoke set with Fearsome Presence tier 6, and then I'm just looking for good speed and good accuracy, and then some ability stats if we can. Just bearing in mind, stun set is probably better for this type of content, because with Provoke set, you do receive the damage from attack champions, and they do hit hard. So there we are. So there we are, guys. There is all the rooms for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. I know I have, and I feel these videos will be very useful as the channel gets bigger and grows, and stuff like that. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It does really help support the channel, and for me to keep bringing education content and them account giveaways, etc. that you guys love. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Enjoy your week at your next week, and I know I have a busy week myself in working 6 days next week, so it's going to be a bit crazy. Enjoy your week. I'll see you on the weekend. Peace.